when I had to fight one of the boxing lads, we had the fight there, and then we had a second fight, and then I got done for going in with that Uzi 9mm, shotguns, handguns. We went in, opened the back doors up, and I had a fight, broke his jaw in 6 places, bit his ear off, and I got nicked for it, and I was in hospital there. 2 weeks later, they set me up, because I beat this lad in the fight. They set me up, got a phone call of Tommy Addison, a friend of mine at Ormsby Bank, and he said, "Could you come round to us? I haven't seen you for a while." So I goes to the door, pardon me, and lad come to the door, bit of a bad eye, opens the door, smashed in the head with a hammer. I've got hammer holes all over. I've showed you, I've got stab wounds all over me. Stabbed me up, put a gun in my face, knocked a gun out of his hand, mucked him down, threw one through the kitchen door, and the boxer was in the kitchen, and his jaw broke, who was a professional boxer, and he had a pot bread bin, but one of the lads, it was like, say, 4 of them, they'll tell you the story of the people if you were talking to them. I was like just throwing them off, like, like a lion throws hyenas off. I was throwing them off. They couldn't put me down, and in the end, I slipped on the floor, and they were hitting me with baseball bats. You ever see Goodfellas, the film? Yeah. Well, not Goodfellas, sorry, the casino. When they're batting up the floor, it was like that. I was getting that, like what they got there. And I never had a broken bone in my body because I was that big. It was like cushioned, the muscle cushioned it, but I was purple, black and blue, and I thought I'd lost my eye because one had a sock, but it was like the stuff you wash the windows with, chamois leather, like a chamois leather stuff, and he hit me in the face with that, and it's wrapped around my face, and it popped my eye. I thought I'd lost my eyeball. Anyway, they were hitting me, and there was a hole in my head, and it was just squirting on the ceiling. I had to hold it because I thought I'm going to bleed to death here. And I was stabbed all over, stabbed in the stomach, stabbed in the back, stabbed in the legs. And anyway, I got took to hospital, and they said, what happened to you? I said, I just fell down some steps. But I never made a statement. But the people who did it to me were seen leaving the house because it was on a road where there's 1,000 cars go by an hour. And they got caught, and they got caught with the blood and everything. But I went to court for them, even though they tried to kill me. And went to court and said, that blood off my mate's Jeep. I said, it is my blood. I said, I was at his house a couple of weeks ago, I had a fight with someone. I said, I got my nose busted. I said, that's why the blood's in there. So I went to court, got them all off. So they say, some man who went down there, tried to kill him, and he got them off. He said, never ever. He said, but you get these fuckers nowadays getting caught with, like you said, getting caught with a couple of things, and he did it to the grassy children over nothing. I'm like, I used to watch all the old gangster films as a kid, you know, James Cagney, and I'm on top
the
of
old school ones.
And all the old ones, and they always went down dying. And who did it? Fuck off, copper. No, they'd say like that, you know, like that type of thing. So I wouldn't make a statement against anyone. The only time I made a statement was paedophiles or kids going missing or a serial killer or something like that. I would all day long.
That's really sad. The police are handy, aren't they, really?
Yeah. There's a thing over here in Liverpool. I've read this. It's crackers, this to me. If your number's 30, if you've got an odd number, and you get burgled, they'll come out. If you've got an even number, they don't come out. Have you heard of it?
No, but I would well imagine it.
It's true, and honest to God. So what's going to happen there? Everyone's going to buy the odd numbers, aren't they? Because they're going to think, well, look, what's by the house? The even numbers are going to go down. They come out with some bad things, but apparently it stopped Liverpool police millions and millions of pounds. So yeah,
they're just lazy bastards, aren't they? They're only policing half the fucking town that way, aren't they?
Unbelievable, some of the things. But the police, like I said, the police come to my house when I went to jail, and he said to Amanda, because he was only like a local beat bobby, but give the kids a kick up the arse and do that, and I'd help him with like
decent bobbies, them, aren't they?
Yeah, decent. Yeah, you're not grassing to people, but Brian, I'll get it back, but I can't tell you who's done it. I do things like that for them, just for the neighbourhood. And anyway, he went. He bumped into my partner, and he said to her, "Oh," he said, "I'm going to get the fucking sack." And she said, "What's the matter?" He said, "The crime rate was 12% when Brian was out. It's gone to 77." He said, "It's a nightmare." Anyway, I was only out 2 days, and I was walking to Tesco's from the car park, and he was there, and there was 2 cops, and there was 2 security guards. "Brian, do us a favour, you phone this lad." And I called him Mark. Anyway, I phoned him up. I said, "Mark," I won't say his second name. I said, "Mark, it's Brian Cockerill's mate." He went, "All right, Brian." I said, "All right." I said, "If you ever burgled with broken arms and legs," I said, "stop fucking coming up Ingleby Barwick and pinching, or I'll be coming looking for you. I know exactly where you are." Give him his address and everything. He went, "I promise I won't, I promise." I said, "Am I getting this right?" And it was on loudspeaker. I'm phoning on the policeman's phone to threaten the fucking lad. "Come up, I'll break your arms and legs if you come up." So anyway, he come back about a month later, it's down to 14% crime rate within a couple of months. So it just shows you.
That's brilliant, though.
Yeah. But that's for the community, for the people. Yeah.
That's burglars as well. There's nothing worse than house burglars.
Well, people say.
And some old people sat in the bed and they're vulnerable anyway.
Yeah.
And then someone's outside.
Petrified. It's not nice. I've never been done for anything. I've got criminal damage on my records.
Yeah.
I've got the assault when I fell down the stairs of the place. It was pathetic. It's not really assault. And I've got driving offence. That's it. Nothing. Criminal damage. Oh, that's the only thing I used to do. I've got nicked one night. I mean, two black lads, good lads, mates of mine. I mean, Andy and Mark Johnson. And we were stood anyway. This cop come by and he was a bit racist. He was saying, "What you's doing here? The likes of you being black lads, horrible bastards." I think to myself. I said, "Here, fuck off anyway." Next minute, held back up anyway to come. So put me in the back of this van. I sat there. I said, "I'm fucking." They were talking shit. I said, "Anyway." I banged the door like that. I snapped the door off. He's fucking snapped the door. He snapped the door. Anyway, the phone for more back up. Anyway, the woman said, "Get in the back with him." And the cop said, "I'm not getting in the fucking back with him," because I was huge at the time. And then when I'm getting in the back with him, she said, "I'm the inspector, you get in the back with him." She said, "You get in the back with him," she said. And I'd done that to about 6 different vans where I've kicked the van door hinges off the hinges. And now they've put cages in. I don't know if it's because of me, but and one day they had an operation on it. It was called Operation Gorilla. I said, "Cheeky bastards." Yeah. My mate, Paddy Watson, he took his own life. He's a lovely lad. He was really good with the scanners. He said, "Brian, look out your window." He said, there's a man with a haversack there. He's been there about 3 hours. He said, "Drug squad." And there's one at the top of the road. He said, "They're calling it Operation Gorilla." So there was obviously me. So but things like that where I'm just staying for 10 days or 2 weeks because you're not bringing.
That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Operation Gorilla.
Operation Gorilla. Yeah.
Did you carry weapons then?
No. I've never ever. I've been stopped hundreds. I'm not just saying hundreds. I've been arrested. When the last time I got arrested, I was told by the police. He was called Shaun, the cop. He said, "You've been arrested by the SES by more than anyone in Britain. 22 or 23 times. You've got the record." I said, "That's a fucking nice record, isn't it?" But they won't come normal police. It's always at the elite, with the
response.
MP. Well, one day we were in the we went to see a friend, and he was a footballer, and he played for Spennymoor, and we were having something to eat. England playing. Now I used to get me videos made. This lad used to copy them for me. I'd give them to the kids, for the training videos. I've got ones of me training for the Welsh song, what's the matter now? Anyway, when I'm doing these, I've got to his flat. There's been a shooting around the corner from where I was, but I'm in this flat. Now, I push the buzzer, and these flats, flat 10, stand number 6, security guard, and there was about 40 people there, because what had happened is they were getting the houses done up, and they had to say, "Well, I want my kitchen blue," and all that. So they all signed these forms. I was talking to 2 Stockton Borough councillors, and there was a solicitor there filling the forms in. So I goes in there, and I'm there about an hour, I come out. So I'm driving on the street, and I'm in a black Vectra, and I seen a police car, looked at me, and I just know when they're up to 10 round. I thought, "This fucker's after me." So anyway, I drive up the road, goes home, nothing. So young Ryan, who was like a stepson, we'd been out. He threw a snowball at somebody that went through somebody's window.
Yeah.
So we beat the police station, and they're in the same clothes. So anyway, we're driving along, and anyway, goes to get some petrol, and gives him a 10. I'm going to drop him off. Response, just normal arm response. "Do you want me?" I went, No, I can't be that big. Driving along the road. Next minute, there, you can hear these thing. 2 big Citroen 4x4s, 8 SES, all black gear. Arm place. And then there's loads of other places. Now it's on. You can Google this. It's in Thornaby Road, Redcar. Redcar Road, Thornaby, in Stockton. There was 33 armed response. There was 68 police involved in the arrest.
Yeah.
And when you see me, the van's there, and I'm in the van. Anyway, he said, "I'm police." So he sat like this, looking at me through the thing. He keeps doing that and looking through that. I said, "Here, mate, you're in the wrong fucking job. If you can't shoot me from that distance, you want to go and get another job," because he's looking through the eyesight, the lens. I'm thinking, "You're fucking 2 feet away from me." He's going, "I'm telling you, Cockerill, I'm telling you." And
were you scared a little bit as well, though?
No, not one bit.
You knew he wasn't going to pull that trigger.
I didn't give a fuck. It's like when I used to tax, I wasn't scared.
So you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, weren't you?
Well, what they've done is they put two and two together and come up with the wrong. They'll come up. I said, you put two and two together and come up with the wrong fucking thing here. I said, at the end of the day, I was somewhere else. So anyway, the police were there. And anyway, they got me out. And he went, and he started shouting, boy, and I pushed him hard on the shoulder, and he went flying across the floor because it was all icy. Anyway, we got nicked, put me in the van, took me to the police station. I said, right, I've been done now 7 times. I've had forensic, it's called the powder residue test, with the test to see if you had fired a firearm. You can tell by the powder it's embedded in your hands or your face. And I said, anyway, I got the forensic side, and she come. She went, "Are you confident?" I said, "I haven't done nothing, love." So she's done the finger under your fingernails, I mean, done all the stuff. And what they do, they take it to Weatherbury, 2 police cars go, but they can get it back quick because they can fax it. Come back, nothing on him, nothing on my stuff in house. Searched my house, metal detectors, everything, pulled it to pieces. All the
I haven't had time to wash it off, have you? Plus it takes hours.
No. So the next minute, I told them where I was and everything. All the places where we were, on camera, in the shops, everything. I proved everything. They had me on bail for, I think, about 9 months for it. And they even took the electric key and the gas key. So we couldn't put the gas electric on because just to be horrible. And they said, we need to keep the cigarettes because it's proof. So they had two witnesses identified me. Witness number 1, 5'7" to 5'6". I said, fucking hell, must have lost a bit of size. Slim to medium build.
We're on your knees.
Possible ginger hair, possible freckly skin.
Fucking hell.
I said, it looks like, you'll guess who? Has he got glasses? has he got a moustache? Fucking hell, the other one was 5
Is it Waldo?
Yeah. Is it 5'8" to 5'9"? I said, well, and she said, we've got witnesses. I said, you haven't got no witnesses, just making crap up. I said, look, I've been in this game long enough. I said, if you had witnesses, I'd be in the lineup. I said, and you wouldn't be giving me bail. So anyway, they bailed us. But what my sister said, is they bailed you, and they've had you on that long. If one little thing you do wrong, they said, well, he's already up for attempted murder. So the lad got shot. He got taxed off drug dealers. But it was nothing to do with us. And the car that they were in was a red Monday or something. We were in a black Vectra, and I was with my wife with a dog, and I said, well, where's the dog? If anyone recognised somebody shooting someone or taxing them, the dog would be mentioned. I had a boxer dog, and I had my son and me, and my wife and me. There was only me and the lad mentioned, so...
Have you still got your big dog?
He's passed away, but I've got a bigger dog now. He's fucking monstrous. He's up here. He's American Akita. He's huge.
I had the Alaskan Malamute called Sadie. She was gorgeous, she was. I had it since she was about 8, and then she'd had she got pyrethry or something.
Right.
So basically,
it
was just she got not well all of a sudden, and just like passed away.
Well, he got kennel cough. He got kennel cough, and then 13 years, 1 month, one week. Cried my eyes out for 3 months. When he put the house, my head was battered. Now, my wife was with me for 17.5 years, and she left. I cried for 2 days. I fucking cried three months for the dog, so...
I'd never go abroad or anywhere. No. I'd always go Llandudno or somewhere where I could take dog friendly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get used to him, don't you?
He sleeps with me every night on the bed, so he takes up all the bed, though. He's massive.
Yeah, he's a big boy,
Oh, he's massive. Huge.
Saw in the video that you like crocodiles.
Oh, yeah. Well, they wouldn't let me go in with them. I said, I'll never go in there, but I went to get
You would have as well, wouldn't you?
I said this video. I said this to him. This video's going to end with him fucking wrestling a crocodile once.
That was the idea. I was going to have a wrestle with a crocodile, but they wouldn't let me do. But the thing is, with crocodiles, they're cold-blooded, so you have to heat up. When I went to get over there, they're like gypsies. You got to fight the fucking lot of them at once. You know what I mean? I said, I'll have a go 1-on-1, not all of them.
When the SWAT team came for me, and they all just opened up, like, get on the ground now, don't move. My heart almost jumped out my chest. I almost shit myself. Yeah. Where do you get this fearlessness from?
I think it must come back from the Scottish Celtic warrior days or something. It's just...
What it is... You got a Scottish side to you?
But I was born in Scotland.
Are you born in Scotland?
I was born in Coatbridge, yeah. My mum and dad's Scottish.
Right.
My nana's Scottish. My granddad's Scottish. And me... great-granddad and great-granddad are Irish, so it's in that blood.
The Braveheart DNA.
I think the Braveheart thing was... Well, there's a funny thing. When I did the book, The Taxman, we did the Scottish... Sorry, when I did the book...
1 second. If you're interested in Brian's new book, and his old book, we'll put the links to everything in the description box below this video.
Yeah.
And your new book is coming out in February, and it's called...
The Resurrection of Brian Cockerill.
The Resurrection of Brian Cockerill. So go down there, click over, check out his stuff. All his socials will be down there as well. Yeah. We urge you to support Brian.
Yeah. So Steve Richards did the book called Scottish Hard Bastards, and it was Jimmy Holland, I think it was involved in it. So they wanted me to get a kill. So Bill were playing that day. couldn't get a kilt anyway. So anyway, I bought this tartan blanket thing, and then I got it, and I got these plastic saws and a plastic axe. So I've got all this gold over the weightlifting belt and a pair of boots. I'm stood on the front. Anyway, the neighbours are going by, going, anyway, the neighbours phoned the police. Brian Cockerill lost the plot. He's on the front with an axe and a sword. So the armed response have come. Brian put down the weapons. I said, they're fucking plastic. I'm doing the photo shoot just before the photo shoot come, you know, because I'm ready on the front. So anyway, they're not arrested me, but they found it funny in the end, you know. But yeah, that was a true story.
So you're saying even as a child then you didn't have fear? You were just like naturally...
Yeah, I just wasn't bothered about anything. I was always...
You weren't bullied or anything?
I got bullied as a kid, yeah. I got bullied because...
Well, did that stress you out in the beginning?
Yeah. It was scary when you were a kid because that's why I hate bullies. I had to go to school, and because I had the Scottish accent, I was Scottish. I had dyslexia.
Yeah.
And in them days, when you had dyslexia, it wasn't... You were classed as thick. And they'd put they'd say, you're right, stand on the chair if you got a spelling wrong. I said, are you any good at spelling? I said, I can't even spell JCB. I said, so, but I've learned, obviously, now how to do it. So, but what it is...
Oh, you stand there with you were a comb with D on it?
Yeah. But they put me on the chair, and then you get a second one, put you on a fucking table. So there for 2 hours on the table, and I thought, the pure bullying. And then you'd be dummy, daft, dummy, all the kids would call you. So
yeah, I get dummy.
I used to have 6 kids bullying me every day since I was about 9 years old, so I was about 13. And I'd have to think, how do I get home? Because it was them days. You had to be more than 5 miles before you could get a bus. You had to walk to school. It was about 4 miles to the school. So I'd be thinking, I'd go over the railway line, I'll go to the beach way. So I was always strategically minded since I was a kid. And I watched all the old gangster films, so I was quite good. But
did you fight the other cocks? Like, I mean, when I was at school, I'd always be like, all the local schools would have their little lad guys. And you'd always meet up in the park and have a fight with them and stuff like that. Yeah,
but what happened is, I used to think, if I was this, I used to watch the Hulk.
Yeah.
I wish I could be as big as him. I got fucking bigger.
You got bigger than him, yeah.
He was 20, so I got to 24. So
was it the bullying that motivated you to get big?
I just seen you. I just thought if you were like that, nobody could bully you. Yeah, you could be like you'd see Steve Reeves, who was Mr. Universe, and he was Jason the Argonaut, and I was fascinated with like muscle and training and stuff.
Charles Atlas.
And my favourite film ever was Wee Geordie. It was about a Scottish bloke, and he threw the hammer for Scotland, and he started off little, and he was getting these Charles Atlas like books. He was getting bigger and bigger, and he was coming down the stairs, and you could hear the house rattling type of thing. One of my favourite films. And I used to like Samson Delilah when Samson pushed the pillars down. I thought, imagine being like that, you know, the fantasised in your head as a kid. And then my uncle owed my mum a few quid, so he couldn't afford to pay, so he said, well, some weights there. So it was like a piece of carpet on a bench, made like 4x4 piece of wood, bit cut out so you could put the weight on. And about £160 in weight, and that's how I started training. I started training the weights when I went to the gym when I was 13, but I started training properly when I was 15. But I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I was just guessing and going to a couple of gyms.
Just doing your own thing.
And then when I went to Redcar when I was 18, I started training. I trained for 2 years, and I went into Mr. England. I come fifth best junior in Mr. England, 1986.
So how big was you at that point?
I was 14 stone 7 pound, but I was ripped to the ball. I had a 26-inch waist.
And that was no professional trainers.
That was nothing, no steroids or nothing like that.
Imagine if you'd been juiced up.
Oh yeah, I'd have been up there, but I didn't take any. I started taking. I could bench 500 pound when I was 22-year-old, and I've got videos to prove it and that. But I was into that, and then when I got to about 26, I was doing over 600 pound. I got 630 pound bench press, but I've got it on video as well.
Yeah.
So you were a powerlifter then?
I did the powerlifting. I did 3 bodybuilding shows. Then I started getting into powerlifting because I fancied the weights. I liked to be the strongest in the gym, and I'd be a big head. And I went to every gym and I beat every record. I went to Home House. I did an 850 kilo leg press, and we had 3 lads standing on it with weights, and that's still on the wall. But I did a 2,000 pound leg press in Moore's gym, and I did it with 30 different people seeing me do it. And when I was doing it, I got the 7 reps. I said, help, and they'll run off. I said, I'm only fucking kidding. I got another 4 reps. So I did 11 reps with 2,000 pounds. And that's just ridiculous. I could squat 7 plates front squat. I could do 8.5 plates back squat. But I've got that on video. You'll see that on me. I'm doing a video. I'm doing another book on training later on next year with Jamie and a video.
But your big stout legs has helped you in your fights.
But when I was a kid, I had legs. Remember Angela Rippon?
Yeah,
I had legs like that because I used to play football like little. It was big as them things here, little skinny legs. So there's a picture of me. And I'm showing people, say, look, you can't get that big. You can't go, well, how come I did? I was 11 stone and 11-inch arms, and I got 23-inch arms, and I got the 23 stone 10 pounds.
But you see the lads nowadays in prison, they all work out, but they forget about the bottom half. They just do the top half.
Well, what it
so
is,
they're like that, and they've got little legs, and they still get knocked out. You know what I mean?
What it is, if you've got a house, what do you need? A big foundation, don't you?
Yeah.
So if you haven't got them foundations, you're going to go down. That's why I say they're like the Prince Nazeems and Tyson and people like the big legs can take the big punches as well. I had a 23-inch neck as well, 23-inch arms. So
wow.
But
how many prison years have you done?
I have done loads and loads of prison years. I've done more like on remand. I got the 30 months. I did 10 weeks. I did another 10 weeks and did a couple of 2 weeks. That's all I've done in jail, really.
Could you maintain your workout discipline in those places?
Yeah, well, I was in there, but every prison I went in, I broke every record. It was in them prisons.
So there's always weights accessible.
Not always, no. When I was in Walton, we were in the on the boxes, you take the boxes, and there was a lad there called Duckdale, horrible fucker. He blasted a copper and he got 10 years for armed robbery, and he was coming in, he was getting the plugger, and they were making a mess of the floor. Anyway, he come in, the lads Steve on them all going to jump him. I thought, I can't do it, I'll do it myself. Anyway, he come in and he hit my right hand, he hit me the body shot, and he a little bit of shit come out his ass. He was in the showers, so the lads went out and they got a little plastic bag and they put an air cord in, and he had Duckdale shit the ass, and he got tortured in the jail, and he went hackling in the end. He went, but the screw, Dickie was the screw who was in there. He was a nice bloke, but I was in there and I was in the kitchens. I was making steak and I had burgers and all, and the screw come and he went, "It's like fucking Goodfellas in here with you." I said, "Do you want some of this, boss?" He's going then, big fella. They were bringing me steaks and the screws and everything because the jail was right.
Yeah,
I was doing right. I wasn't grassing people. I was just keeping everything right. Anyway, with me and Steve Collins, we got all the nonsense. Said, "Fuck the nonsense. They're not getting the oranges." And we crushed all the oranges. Our hands were killing us, crushing the oranges.
Yeah,
but we had fresh orange juice for a fortnight.
See, I'd be making that hooch.
Oh yeah. He was a few people died when I was on that hooch.
Oh
yeah.
It can get you. In America, it's easy to make because it's like 100 odd degrees inside.
Right.
And where we put it up on, you lift the things off.
Yeah.
You put it in the seal. It's like 130 degrees.
So it's almost 50 degrees in the UK temperature scale.
Right. It ferments a lot better.
Right.
So all that crap what you drink in here, like you put your piece of bread and all that for your yeast.
Yeah.
Over there, you're getting proper yeast, and it ferments, so all the stuff drops to the bottom. You don't touch that crap.
Right.
You drink it comes out real nice.
Yeah. If you want Wildman's full prison hooch recipe,
have you watched them?
It's on the playlist, Wildman playlist below this video.
Have you watched the? Did you see that program where they make it in America on the channel?
I've got one out now.
Have you? All right. Yeah. I've watched them where they're digging holes and hiding it and stills and that. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's how they used to do it, didn't they? That's what the old... Yeah. That's what the Kennedys wanted. They're bootleggers, weren't they? So,
I'll tell you what, the nicest thing is when I lived in Mexico, I remember every Sunday, the families where I used to live, they used to get like a couple of pigs, little baby pigs.
Yeah.
And to be out digging. This is an old lady doing it.
Yeah.
So I'll dig it for you.
Yeah.
So I'm digging it. As I'm digging it, to get these cactus leaves.
Right.
They put the cactus leaves down. They'd put some like wood down and burn it. Let it burn down. And then they'd get the pig and then put it on top of it, cover it up, and then cover it up and leave it for the day.
Right.
And the next day when you open it, oh my God. Some tortillas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now I like my food too much. I need to lose weight. I'm about 26 stone, but for the wrong reason. You know what I mean? I like my cider.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's gut rot, that stuff.
I know.
Yeah. That stuff. Yeah. Bezels. Yeah.
When did you start your fighting training then? Boxing, martial arts, did you do any of that?
No, never done any martial arts. Well, I did a little bit with a lad called Bob Cumber. He was champion, and a few moves with a lad called Brown showed me a few moves. But what it is when you're 20, when I was like 23, 24 stone nearly, and you're benching that type of weight, no matter how good they are at Kung Fu, that if they grab you, you just fucking pick them up and throw them around like a rag doll.
Yeah.
They can't do nothing. And Bob Cumber said he's 12 stone. He said, he tried to move my arm. They can't move it because it was that strong, I was killing like 140k. Kelly can't. I was doing upright 140k. So when you're doing things like that, it's just ridiculous.
Well, a kickboxer can kick you, and it's just going to be. It's like eating fucking tree trunks.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt me because, like you say, and you grab the leg and they go nowhere. I had a fighter, I had a kickboxer once, and he had a fight with me. Said, I'm the world champion anyway. I fucking knocked him out, and I took his shoes and socks off and threw them on the roof. He had to walk home with no shoes. Yeah, world champion. He had a trophy. He looked well with the trophy laid next to him on the floor. Yeah, but it's a different thing. See, in the street, strength comes into it, and skill, and it's all sorts of different things, but your balance and power and speed and all. I remember being on the door a few times. I was on the door with this, when you get like a 50-seater bus of Geordies coming down, and a lot of the Geordies are gobshites and mouthy, and doing this like, do you know what I mean? Like, and anyway, if you can punch me, so he was doing this like that, doing that, holding himself. And the lads were going bang, hitting him anyway. He done it to me like that, and I went bang right on the fucking chin, knocked him clean out. They were hitting him on the stomach. But 10 lads had to go at him, and as he was doing that, his chin was sticking right out, so I just went bang right on the chin, knocked him out. I said, that fucking hurt though, didn't it? We had some laughs on the doors, but now, you just have to look at somebody, you get arrested, don't you? Now it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, the doormen now have to video the fights and give it to the police.
It's completely different. I watched you one on it's a new doorman place, and they're going around in the car. It's mobile doorman, and what they're doing, there's like the old tramps and that are in the doorway. Yeah. Instead of helping them, they're moving them on.
Yeah,
and they're only going to go to the next one.
And all people on the streets lived on the streets. It's disgusting, mate.
Yeah,
we lived in the 21st century, and people are starving. And these another thing, like there's these army lads gone to war. They've been in that. People say to me, "Who's your heroes?" Muhammad Ali, Rocky Marciano, George Best. The other heroes, they're brilliant. Don't get me wrong. The real heroes are all servicemen and women who are fighting for us every day of the week. Not every minute they die, every second they could be killed.
Well, no, it's the foreigners coming over and they're asking us for money, and they get dole and they get housing automatically. Yeah. And we've got our own people on the streets living we're from here.
Charity begins at home, they say.
Yeah, it does.
Half of my friends in prison were like ex-Marines and ex-US military, because they come back from the war stressed out.
Got nothing to do.
Don't get any help from the government.
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
Go on street drugs, self-medicating for PTSD.
That's the same with me,
And then they end up in prison.
Yeah, and then
it's really sad.
And the fantastic people who save people's lives, and they're out there driving 2 and 3, 10, 20 million pound tanks or whatever. They'll come back in and not even allowed to do that job. And on the streets, of the legs blown off and things like that, and they're on the streets having to beg for money. It's disgusting.
Terrible.
Disgusting.
So reading Frenchie's book, The Devil, he's talking about the doors wars, where if you want the door for a club, you just take your crew and you just beat the shit out of the bouncers and take over it. Were you involved in anything like that? And that was for control of the drugs. In the club?
What happened is there was a couple of guys were running the doors, and I had everything, all the T-sides from the new. Well, I was only allowed because of the stairs and that, from right up to Sunderland, right up to Whitby. I had everything boxed off, everything.